Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we're looking into the disappearance of Angela Mae Meeker. She went missing in 1979. 13 years old, 5'1" to 5'2", about 100 to 110 pounds, it says. She was wearing a black floral printed shirt, a blue or red satin jacket, blue jeans, sandals, and a distinctive black felt hat with feathers. This says she has blonde or brown hair and hazel eyes. She has a dark mole on the left side of her mouth. Her nickname is Angie. She's right-handed. She was last seen July 7th, 2 days before her 14th birthday. She went to the mall in Tacoma, Washington that day to buy a birthday card for a friend. She was reportedly seen by a witness that evening at a party. We don't know if it's true or not. She never came home. She was never heard from again. At first, the police thought Angie had run away. She had a history of leaving home and being truant from school. Her mother also thought she left voluntarily, and as a result, she didn't notify law enforcement of her disappearance for 24 hours. It wasn't until 2 years after she went missing that she was formally listed as a missing person. Now investigators believe Angie is missing under suspicious circumstances. Her mother believes she hitchhiked on the day of her disappearance and may have been attacked by whomever picked her up. She was a junior high school student in 1979, and her case is still unsolved, and it shows a lot of sources right there where you could go check them out. And let's see what else it says right here. It talks about her black floral print shirt, her blue or red satin jacket, sandals, and the black felt hat with red feathers. And so there comes an ad, so I got to get off that one. She was last seen July 7th, 1979, 2 days before her birthday. There's a reward up to $20,000 for information leading to her recovery or an arrest related to her disappearance. So, yeah, there's not a lot of information out there. This says her hair was dark blonde, shoulder length, and feathered. It says blonde strawberry, so some say brown, and some say blonde. I don't know. She might have been wearing jeans with a blue flower top, possibly wearing a red or blue satin jacket. She had a 24-inch waist. Her shoe size was a size 5. She wore a size 5 shoe. See, that's helpful. If they find any shoes. 5'2", dark blonde shoulder length hair, right-handed. Dark mole, left cheek by her mouth. Blue jeans. It says she disappeared on her way to the mall to buy a birthday card. Since then, there's been no contact or verified sightings. Foul play is suspected. So, there's some photos. There's a photo somebody did of under her name, and it's got, what is that killer's name? It's Rodney Acala. That's one of the photos that he had. And I don't know if that's one of his victims or if that's a photo from a movie. I can't remember. Because I thought there was a photo from a movie that looked like that. But that looks like her. Doesn't that look like her? If somebody had cut her hair, offered her money to cut her hair to take photos, he was always offering to take photos of people. It looks a lot like her nose. The cheek right here. Wow, that looks, and the chin and the teeth. And her, yeah, that looks so much like her. Wow. That really looks a lot like her. But there was somebody else that looks a lot like too, but wow. That really looks so much like her. So I don't know. It could be her. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. And then I went through the Doe network. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Trying to see if I could find somebody that fit her description. This one has red, dark auburn hair, partial skeleton, blunt trauma to the head, 1976 to 1981, in Texas, October 29th. So, and they died before, so I don't know. I don't know if it's her or not. The body was in a large plastic bag with a rag possibly used by mechanics. The killers may have stored the body in a cool, dry place, possibly the closet, where it decomposed over several years and then moved her. But, so that, she went missing in 79. Yeah, it could be her. If they stored her in a closet and then moved her there. And then there's this one, and this one is 1 to 4 years prior to 85, which would have been 80 or 81, but I left it in there anyway. 9 to 15 years old. I don't know if she had dental fillings or not. They said that the dental work on this girl was very well done. She wore a size 5 shoe, so I don't know. So I left that one in there, even though that's all the way in Tennessee, which is really far away. So, and this one's in California, Whitewater, California, Riverside. And I thought, well, if she was one of Rodney Acala's victims and she had been hitchhiking, it says at least 10 years prior, but I don't know, because I don't know. Estimated age is about right. The height's about right. She was small. And so I don't know. I thought, well, if she was one of Rodney Acala's victims, then he could have taken her there and buried her, because it said they dug up the grave in November 1999. She was at the location for at least 5 years. 5 years. So if it was 5 years, it could have been her. That's what I was thinking. If she was one of his victims, and if that photo that was taken that they had, if that was her, and if that was her, then that could have been her right there, because he could have gone right through there. And that would have fit. This would fit, not the 10 years, but the 5 years, where it says lower, where it says 5 years. This would fit if this was her, if they were the same people. Then it would make sense, maybe. I don't know. But there's really not a lot of Jane Does that fit her, because there's nobody in her area. But, and also the one that was kept in the closet might, I don't know. This one says 1970 to 2003, all the way in New York. Homicide by strangulation. She was 15 to 21 years old. I went ahead and went with a 15 because I couldn't really find any 14 years old. 5'1", light colored hair, possibly red, petite build. I don't know. Does it have the shoe size? It doesn't. They've got DNA 32A. That's about right. Yellow metal ring. I don't know about that. So, wrapped in a rug and concealed under a layer of relatively fresh concrete, which is hidden behind an old cold-burning furnace in the basement of a rundown, mostly abandoned apartment building. Yeah, that's probably not her. I don't think that's her. And I don't know if it really looks like her. The facial shape, yeah. It could have been her. I don't know if she was hitchhiking. I don't know. I don't think so, but maybe. I left it in because it might be. But those are the ones I could find, because, you're trying to find somebody that has the same facial shape and everything. And this one has the same facial shape. Yeah, because if I hold a picture up of her, which you can't see next to the photos. So I don't know. I couldn't find any that were really close by where she went missing, but yeah, if she was hidden in a closet and then they took her body later when they could, Can you imagine? That one, where's the one that was in the closet? Is that this one? The body was inside a large plastic bag. The killers may have stored the body in a cool, dry place, possibly a closet. Like maybe their closet or their basement or something like that. And then all of a sudden they needed to get rid of the body, so they placed it in a bag and dumped it on the side of the road in 1981. So that's crazy. And this one, to me, makes more sense that it might be her. Because of, so if I had to pick one, I would think this one, because maybe they didn't have a way to get rid of her. I don't know. Maybe they were trying to hold on to her. You know, people are crazy when they go to kill people. Some of them try to hold on to them. That's crazy. Wow. And that one has the same facial shape too, kind of. So, I don't know. The eyes and the nose seem a little close together. I don't know. But it is what it is. Anyway, I don't know what you think. You can leave comments and let me know what you think. But I don't know. I was trying to find somebody that fit, and it's hard, you know, you can't imagine them being far away, but like if they held them in the closet and then got rid of them, they're not going to want to get rid of them in their backyard, right? But if they're in a hurry, they're going to want to get rid of them in their backyard. But if she's, you just never know. And I don't know. She could have been one of, they said that they had, somewhere it said they thought originally that she was one of the victims of the Green River killer, and I don't know if she was or if she wasn't. So then maybe they wouldn't have found remains if she was. So, yeah, I don't know. And I don't know if she, who else was a killer? They had the Rodney Acala, they had the Green River killer, and they might have had another killer about that time, but it's really sad. So, anyway, don't forget to stop and pray for her loved ones and her family, because that's really sad. She's 13 years old, just about turned 14, and nobody knows what happened to her. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day. It reminds me of all the things. I was kind of wild when I was a teenager, you know. So, you know, and I've hitchhiked when I was younger and stuff. So, anyway, thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. Bye bye.